Here we have Big Ramy and Andrew Jacked at the 2022 Mr. Olympia event. Andrew Jacked, he got 8th place at this great event. And it was worst case Ontario here for Big Ramy. He took 5th place. So realistically, these guys were pretty close. And considering a lot of people have Andrew Jacked ahead of the guy that got 7th, Hunter Labrada, and the guy that got 8th. Not everybody thinks that, but some people do, which was Samson Dauda. So realistically, these guys could have been 5th and 6th. So if you had told me that before the Olympia, I would have told you you were crazy.
I mean, I like you, but you're crazy.
Let's go through these shots, guys, to be more serious. After all, this is part of your You Pick Tuesday lineup. You guys got that original video up to well over 500 likes. I think it's 1,000. This is the prejudging for Ramy. He's hitting that vacuum shot. He also did this one here, and this is a more form-fitting. This is the same type of pose, if you know what I'm saying. But it's not really fair, because Andrew Jacked, this is him from the finals, and this is Big Ramalama Ding Dong from the prejudging. Now this is a fair comparison. Ramy, and I like him doing it this way. I don't like crouching down when he crouches down, shows those abs. That's Nick Walker, that's not you. And even Andrew Jacked, so it doesn't really matter if you're aesthetic or not. It just matters if it matches your physique. And this is the Big Ramy, 110%. This is great. Well, the shot anyway. His condition's not 110%, as we know. Is it still enough to out-muscle Andrew Jacked? I think so, yeah. I think Andrew Jacked, he's not as dry, I wouldn't say. He looks pretty good in those quads, though. Jack does. And Jack was better at the prejudging. Food for thought. He was. Wish we had a front double from the prejudging. We don't. Midsection looks better. Torso heap. Does the torso heap look better? Ramy's lats are huge. His arms look pretty good. Keep in mind those triceps were way down. Especially the triceps. But even the biceps too. And I could see some people giving this to Jacked based on aesthetics, but I personally like Ramy in the shot. Go to the front lat spread. This is the prejudging for each. And you can see that for sure, Andrew Jacked. Look at those wheels here. They're more separated. I mean, yeah, Ramy has those massive, giant holy cow. Not holy. Well, all right. Both type of holies, quad sweeps. And yeah, Jacked just has massive striated quads. Nice and dry. So one could argue and say Jacked is beating Ramy in the front lat spread. Ramy's filled out, maybe even a little bit more, but Jacked, much more separated in the midsection. So yeah, pretty close. Turn to the side. Jacked. And Ramy, he needed that size in those arms. Let's face it. He's the biggest guy out there. He needs the biggest arms. And when that just was not the case, you could see right from the front double and in side shots such as this, I mean, it's hurting him. And I personally like Jack better. I mean, the lower half, yeah, Ramy, he's got the glutes. Now, here's a situation. We have the finals. We have the finals of each. And Jack looks good, mind you. He just does not look quite as full, quite as separated. When you're not as full, your separation is way down. And here you can obviously see, guys, Ramy lacks size in that upper body. Not a pretty shot whatsoever. So nobody really dominant in the side. Surprises me. Side tricep. And again, you guys remember a long time ago now, there was a channel called Mikey's Strength and Fitness. He would give me shout outs. Things of that nature. Anyway, a little shout out to him. He used to say pancake time. When a guy's tricep went flat, it looks like to me it is pancake time for Big Ramy. Look at his tricep. It's been flipped. It's a pancake. It's flat as a pancake. So by default, that's just the arm alone and the midsection too. Big man's chest for Jack. I like Jack better overall in the side. But I kind of like Ramy coming out of the front, so it's pretty close heading into the back. Ramy has a big back. If you're going to show a movie, on like one of them old projection screens, things of that nature, you're going to use Ramy's back, right? Now, if you want a prettier back, you want a actually more separated back, which is surprising to me, you're going to go with jacked. And it's not like his back looks petite for the rest of his physique. It matches. But here's the thing, guys. He needs to have his hamstrings dug out a little bit more. He needs to have these striated glutes. And if he had all that, wow! You guys see that? That took me an extra 20 minutes. And it actually matches the separation and condition of his upper body. Wow, does that look good? Huh? Pat myself on the back for that one. Show this one to the wife. Hey, honey, look at this. Anyway, hopefully you guys care more than she. God love her. But if this was the case, would I give it to jacked? I think so. This is exciting for the future. Come on, jacked, bring us this. Wow. Look at the finals. He was a lot smoother for the finals, was jacked. And the back itself was not as potent. Ramy's triceps were so gosh darn small. You could see I did a comparison between him in 2020 himself, and his triceps are just gone. Go to the rear double. And for sure, if jacked had those dugout hamstrings, I don't need to show that again, but if he did, the glutes, things of that nature, those were Bonax glutes. Those were Samson Dauda's hamstrings. He would absolutely destroy Ramy. He has a much better back. And when you can say that, guy placing 8th, and I don't know how many more guys could say that they have a better back than the Olympia champion, it's not a good sign. It's not a good thing whatsoever. But absolutely, you can see here, guys, a much better set of arms, much better lat insertions for Andrew Jacked. So yeah, Jacked is impressive, but ultimately, the judges would probably side with Ramy because of the badonkadonk and the hamstrings. Sadly enough, abs and thigh. And here is where Mark's Max Muscle differs from a actual judge. I'm not going to give it to Ramy based on that condition of his glutes, hamstrings. Andrew Jacked was by no means soft. And when you look at the midsections here, Andrew Jacked, he's defeating Ramy just as much or more than Ramy was in the, the back shots. And Ramy wasn't even winning the back itself. He was just winning the condition of the glutes. So you can write that right off. And as far as those oh-so-holy legs of Ramy, hey, maybe he is a holy man, like a religious type thing. But anyway, I don't want to open up that can of worms. But either which way, guys, Andrew Jacked is doing enough in the abs and thigh. The midsection itself, hey, six-pack matters. Six-pack matters. When in bodybuilding did just the presentation of the abs and the six-pack mean less than the bum? When did that take place, guys? We're going to start a revolution here. Here's the most muscular. No more giving more attention to a butt than to the abs. No more of that crap. At all. Ramy's huge, though. He is a mastodon. Is it enough to beat Jacked? This mass? This ball of condition? I don't know, man. Andrew Jacked is so superior in many ways and shapes and forms. The abs, the muscle separation itself. Ooh, I like this one. Sticks out the quad there, does Jacked. And he, like I said, the striations in the chest. He has a frame. He has a structure that can most certainly, and I'm not even going to say someday. I'm going to tell you right now, I actually have Andrew Jacked, as a favorite in this one. I think he was most certainly defeating Ramy in the abs and thigh. I mean, that was obvious. And in my opinion, he was probably beating him in both side shots. And Ramy was not flatlining Jacked from the front, that's for sure. That's most certainly For sure. And the back condition, I'm not going to award Ramy the total win because of the bum striations. I mean, considering how much better the abs look for Jack. So yeah, I think Jack was the better man between these two. If I was a judge, would I have put him ahead of Ramy? Probably not. I would have been too scared. It's an Olympia champion, for goodness sakes. But yeah, the future looks bright for this man, Andrew Jack, and Big Ramy. Hey, I'm pulling for you, buddy boy. Like to see you come in there 2023, roll some heads. Hit thumbs up, guys. Let me know. What do you think? Condition or aesthetics? Jacked or Ramy? Subscribe. Have a nice one.